I keep missing my turn opportunity. Here we go. Here we go. I'm hungry today. Gotta go get myself some lunch first. Good morning, everyone. See, we have some people coming through. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I worked yesterday for like less than an hour and a half, and I made $58. Really efficient block of time yesterday. I hope today is similar. I don't even really want McDonald's. It's just the closest thing.
May I help you?
Hey, I'll do a McDouble and a small fry and a medium mango pineapple smoothie.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything else?
That'll be it. I don't know. What do you think? 1250 stack order, 7-something miles. Thing is, this restaurant's not very good. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. That restaurant will prepare the food other than the fries. They don't drop the fries until the dasher walks in. So sometimes I can tolerate that, but when I'm trying to run a live stream, I don't have time for that.
Double fries, mango smoothie?
Yes. Thank you. Oh, shit. Hey there.
How you doing?
Good, thank you. Has anybody in here heard Errand Boy yet? Take that as a no. I apologize. It appears I've been not seeing the messages. Yep. Okay. I just pulled up the live stream on my phone. The messages aren't coming through my laptop. Now I see them. Okay. I was like, that's weird. People are usually coming up in here talking right away. Wow, that's awkward. All right, starting from the top, Bud Soda wants a wrench. Yes. How do I do that again? Add as a moderator. Standard moderator. There we go. What's up, Chris Kane? I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you for stopping in. Long time coming. What's up? Why do I work so little? Bud Soda asks. Well, this weekend we went to Atlanta. This coming weekend we're going to Virginia. Allison's graduation's Thursday night. Wouldn't miss that for the world. You know, I just prioritize spending time with people and doing things that are going to, I think, pay off in the long run. So I haven't made any money off of my own YouTube channel yet, but I put a lot of time into it because I believe that one day I will. What's up, Chris? What's up, Benj? But so to tell me to do that stack order. Good morning, Tony. How can I afford these vacations on $600? All right, so I do a really good job of managing the money that I do have. Since I was in high school, I've been investing very well, doing some creative things to where I make money. I make my money work for me. The goal very quickly is to get to a point in life where you can't out earn what your money's already earning for you. That's really where you need to get to, where we all need to get to. I'm not saying I'm there yet. I'm definitely not there yet. But I've always been very aware of that. I took a lot of big risks really early in high school and college and stuff with my money. I set myself up with a pretty good start here, and clearly getting married, combining incomes, Allison and I both working, living in a, not very expensive state, South Carolina, things are pretty easy. Not having kids before you're married, making a lot of sound biblical decisions, whether you believe in God or not. The reality is the wisdoms expressed in the Bible work for anyone. Also, I think we're staying in a cabin or something like that in Virginia. That's been paid for by someone else also. So that's helpful. We're going with the family because they all want to celebrate Allison's graduation. And so we're not cash flowing everything. What are your longer term plans and goals generally? Well, buying this car threw off my stock investments a little bit. So I want to make money on YouTube as quickly as possible so that we can build that back up. Because we're fine. We can do anything we want to do finance-wise just off of my gig income. As soon as I'm making YouTube money, that's all just extra. So if I can get that going, we'll be able to just stash 100% of that earnings away so far. You should cut your celebrity dashes into shorts, and that would probably push you over 1K. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? I'll do that tonight. Yeah, my shorts seem to pop off real quick. Like the short that I made of Allison singing at the concert got over 1,000 views in less than 20 minutes. And then it kind of falls off, but just like instant attention. Yeah, but so I'm married. We are legally married. 100%. Chris, so far, I'm 15 minutes in. I haven't accepted any orders yet. That's been typical on the live streams that you've seen. My market doesn't really pick up until about 11 usually. So, but we've had good first hours. Like by the time it gets to be 11:45, and I'm an hour in on the stream, we've been having some solid hours. They just start out with nothing in the first 15 minutes. So I don't know how it'll be today in the next 45 minutes. But nothing so far. And the only reason I do that is because I can, like, what I typically do is schedule my dash the night before at 11 a.m., which means I can get it going at 10:45. And there are other apps available to me too, but I don't really want to go out and multi-app unless DoorDash is a part of it, because it's so, you've seen on the live streams, it's clearly my number one app. There's not really any point in going out if I don't have DoorDash scheduled or I can dash now. So nothing yet. What's up, Zone? I'm in Rock Hill, South Carolina, 20 minutes south of Charlotte, right below the border. I mean, I'm getting offers here. I've just been passing them all up. I think there's somewhere around 100,000 people living in Rock Hill right now. Let me look that up just so that I'm not wrong. $74,000 in 2021, but it's grown since then. I wouldn't be surprised if we're in the 90s at this point. I don't know where I'd get a more current number. It is about time, though. We're almost 20 minutes into the shift. It's about time I get an offer that's good. Let's go. Now that I have airport Lyft available, do you think I'll try to put that together with delivered? Would make sense. Yeah, I'm rarely even getting offers on deliver anymore. For a while there, I was getting a bunch of offers, but none of them really made sense. I've done 2 delivered so far. Have you ever dashed in Charlotte? I would think that'd be a better market. Yeah, so I made a video where I tried to do that. It was a big time fail for me. If I were to do it again in Uptown, now we're talking like Uptown, like right by Spectrum Center, Bank of America Stadium, where the tallest buildings are. I could do like probably right around Charlotte and do a lot better than I did, but right in Uptown, I did really poorly. If I were to do that again, I would go and park my car and bring a bike, and I think I'd do way, way better on a bike. Text available. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the last delivered I did was, it was semi-recently, though. It was 2 weeks ago, I think. Because I did one, and then several weeks went by. I didn't do any. Then I did another one. Just got to make sense. Like, it's got to be, the delivery has to be in South Carolina for it to make much sense for me to do it based off the pay. I do think that, like, Lyft would probably be busier in Charlotte, for sure, than here. And then if I were to just do Lyft the whole time, I wouldn't have to park my car anywhere. So that might actually work. I hadn't really considered that yet. Yeah, but I don't know if Bud Soda's still watching. I mean, Bud Soda often makes fun of my earnings every Sunday, talking about I don't work. I mean, I've been sitting here for half an hour now and just haven't got one. There was only one that I really could have done that would have made sense. So, I mean, sometimes it's just like that. But here's 30 minutes that I can never get back again. And I've just been sitting here. I don't mind it. I will run these live streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. No Friday, because I'll be traveling that day. I can still do Thursday because Allison's graduation isn't until that evening. So we can do the lunch shift Thursday. 10:45 each day, I'll start the stream. Like to run them to like around 1 o'clock. That just depends. I think we ran it to 2 o'clock one time or close to it. Just because I was busy. I was like, you know what, let's keep it going. So that's the plan for the week. I'll have a UUELTE every 7th coming out Sunday, looks like. I've already got the topic for it. I've got some bullet points that I want to hit, so I know I'll be able to get that video out because it's basically, in my head, it's already done. I haven't even started the Taylor Swift edit yet. I know that's going to take me a bunch of time. It's going to be a beast of a video to put together depending on how I do it. I also haven't even I haven't fully decided how I want to tell the story. A lot of my videos are very, very God, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Can't think of words. I mean, should I do 475? Why is my brightness so freaking low? But it says it's on 100. This is bull crap, dude. 475 for 1.3 miles just to get going. Keeps me on the really busy road. I'm gonna do it. Whatever. Let's do a 475. Keeps me right here by the hottest spot in my zone, so we'll just stay right here. Make a quick $4. Anyway, a lot of my videos are God, what's the freaking word? Everything in the video chronological. God, there it is. A lot of the videos are very chronological, where everything that I'm showing in the video happens in order. I'm thinking about not doing that with the Taylor Swift video. I'm thinking about jumping back and forth, which is going to make the edit. I'm going to have to really think about how I do it. So yeah, Benj, I probably should have taken the stack earlier. Mondays are actually usually pretty good in my market. If you'd have told me that I was going to have to wait until 11:10 to take a 475 order, then I would have done the stack. I thought that within 5 minutes after that, I'd probably have another good one, but it is what it is. Shoot, I might have to wait at this restaurant too, just because, you know, if that order just came in right when I accepted it. Let me catch up on the comments here. I was in Atlanta. We went to the Taylor Swift concert. That's correct. We went to the first one on Friday night. Was that right? Yeah, Friday night. Because she did 3 in a row in Atlanta. The screen is hot. Oh yeah, now I've got a message. It says charging on hold. Will resume. Charging will resume when iPhone returns to normal temperature. See, that's why we need Tony in these chats. He's smarter than anybody in here. Video idea: DoorDash scavenger hunt. List like 10 things. $20 order, $10 order, cash on delivery. That'd be a good idea. You heard it was busy downtown Atlanta. Oh yeah, just a little bit. Just literally 180,000 plus people coming through all at one time. There was also the Atlanta Hawks playoff game the night before. There was also the Janet Jackson performance in State Farm Arena on the same Friday night. I mean, it was an absolute madhouse. From that perspective, it was not very fun. But thank God things went smoothly once we got settled. But my goodness. I mean, I was in line for the hotel valet for well over an hour. Just right outside of the hotel. And they should have had at least 3 more people running cars. I mean, it was unbelievable. The lack of preparation there. Remedial chaos. Yes, good reference, Benj. Bud Soda just asked for the wrench like you did one time. That's the only reason you have one too. Anybody with a wrench, it's only because they asked for it. All right, let me pick up this food. I'll be right back. There we go. Maybe I should have went in sooner because it was ready. $4.75, baby. Let's make it. Let's make this money. Live about an hour out of Atlanta. I don't even like going downtown. Yeah, dude, it was unbelievable. I've been to Atlanta before, but I've never been to Atlanta with that type of busyness. I mean, that was crazy. Benj wants a wrench. I got you, man. I got you. Give me a second. Why do y'all care? Let me ask y'all. Why do you care? I don't think I've ever used wrench privileges in anybody's live streams before. I don't even know if I have any. I have been. I was putting time out during one of Pedro's live streams before. Somebody put me in timeout. I couldn't speak for like 10 minutes. I think this delivery is where I bought this car at. Pretty sure that's the address we're heading to right here. To ban the trolls? Maybe not. I don't mind trolls at all. I welcome them. $4, 1.6 miles? No, I'm not going to stoop that low. I'm not stooping that low today. Thank you, Brandon, for subbing from your other accounts. I do think that if everybody subbed from all their accounts, I'd be well over 1,000 now. You think Dashing Trader's out here muting people in the live chats? Dashing Trader would not mute me, I promise you that. Not me. Maybe he did to you, but he ain't muting me. Yeah, Chris, you can get one too. I hand them out. Except you don't have to wait as long to get what's yours. I did get, like, it was a couple years ago. I can't remember which year it was, but my tax refund took well over a year to get. I forget where I'm going here. Oh yeah, we're going to the auto spot that I bought the Malibu at. But this last tax refund, I got it in like less than a week. So that was hype. That was hype. The government actually did something with some sort of urgency. All right.
The customer requested you hand them the order. They added the following instructions. Hand it to me. Take to sales tower.
I should go joke with them and be like, I'm bringing the Malibu back. I want my refund. I don't like it. I don't like it. Be right back. Chris, I tried to give you one. Did it not work? No, it did. Okay. Oh boy, we got a big Uber Eats offer here. What is it? 20 bucks, 7.8 miles. Was it 2 restaurants? I'm going to accept that. I hope that's not a what like happened to Nugs in a couple videos back where he got tip baited. All right, so it's 11:24 when I accepted this $20 order. So if we get this done by noon, that'd be really good. They want us to head to Krispy Kreme first. All right. Tony, you never asked? I'm pretty sure at some point you got a bit ranty and wild one night. Kept approving, but other mods moved in. Yeah, that Brandon's correct. Lisa's the one who taught me how to do it anyway. I think Lisa might have asked and I just did both of you guys by association. What's up, Blake? Yeah, we got a Krispy Kreme in Rock Hill. But I've lived in Rock Hill since I was 5 years old. So I've seen a lot of stuff come up in Rock Hill. That came up probably definitely less than 10 years ago. So for a long time, we didn't have a Krispy Kreme. That's why because I grew up on Dunkin' Donuts. That's why I like Dunkin' Donuts better, probably. If you get a vent mount for the phone and blast the AC, it will keep the phone cool. Another smart idea from Tony. I do need to do that. No Dunkin' Donuts in Utah? Oh, man. That's tough. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right by my church. So every Sunday, before we go to church, we go through the drive-thru at Dunkin' Donuts. So it's a once-a-week thing for us. Allison will get her coffee. I'll get like those little round donut munchkin things. Farmer. Coyle Farmer. I haven't seen your name in here. I hope you're doing well. I'm 25 years old. In Columbia. Yeah, Krispy Kreme is that a southeastern thing too? I just have no use for like a warm donut. I'm going to be honest with you. I just need a room temperature donut. Zesto ice cream, never heard of it. Almost all the Dunkin' Donuts around here have a Baskin Robbins attached to it or part of it, or I don't know what the deal is there, but I don't know if they're the same entity or if they just partner a lot. But there's a Baskin Robbins ice cream with all the Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I'm glad, Farmer, that gig work is here. Because even I think about that. Even I'm like, man, I wish I'd have known that this was as an available of a possibility as it was back when I was in high school. I never would have even pretended to go to college. I never would have even pretended. And I know it did. I mean, I knew Uber was a thing back when I was in Charleston for college. Here we go. There's my shirt. Here's one of my shirts from the Charleston college days. I mean, obviously, I knew Uber was a thing. But back then, I didn't have a car. When I was a freshman, I had a car in high school, but they don't let you take your car on campus as a freshman in a lot of these universities here. So I sold it to go do university. So while I was in Charleston, I did not own a car. Couldn't do things to... I really wish I could redo some of that time, knowing what I know now. That's for sure. But I'm glad things went the way they did, because it all was to meet Allison in the end. And there were a few specific things that had to go down in order for that to happen. I don't know if this place is going to let me go through the drive-thru or force me inside. You guys know that I can get upset about that. So let's see. Let's see. There's a note right here on the board, but I can't read it because it's like bent over.
Ready.
There we go. Hey, how you doing? Picking up the Uber order for Colette.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Colette.
A dozen?
I said picking up the Uber order for Colette.
Oh, pick up for Paulette.
Yep.
All right, please pull around.
Thank you.
Hello, it's
Hey there. $63 ghost accounts, Brandon. Nah, I mean I used to shave this hair right here. But then I really look like I'm 13 when I do that. Been doing DoorDash and Uber Eats since last July. It's a good market, over 100,000. Okay. Nice. Uber Eats practice. I see you, Blake. Keep me updated. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Next restaurant, Marco's Pizza. I think I probably won't get tip baited because it's a double pickup, right? That makes me feel pretty confident. I've done like over a $20 Uber Eats pickup before. It was like less than 2 miles. And I was thinking this has to be a tip bait. And it wasn't. The only time I've been tip baited before on Uber Eats was like a short, like $8 order, and somebody brought it back down to $3. And well, let's just say I've confronted some people, but I don't film it because I don't want to be deactive. I don't want to out myself, but I have. Again, I don't want to out myself here either. Let's just say my only interaction with the tip baiter was not when I delivered them food. Here we go, trying to turn left onto a 6-lane road. This is going to take a while. Let's go. Let's go. I did call Uber about that tip bait, and they did not pay up. They told me, well, tips aren't guaranteed. I was like, screw this, dude. It was somebody in my neighborhood, too. That's why I could return easily. You don't forget that. I don't forget who I'm delivering to in my own neighborhood. Heck, now I'm live streaming half the time so I can go back and check if I do forget. Nobody's getting away with it. Yeah, see, if I can get this done before noon, then even with that really slow start, no orders in the first 25 minutes, we'll still be back on track pretty well. We'll be at this light for a minute. Got to ask for a supervisor in payments department. Okay, I will do that. Yeah, you guys know I'm not afraid to confront anybody, especially somebody over the phone. So I will do that next time. Had 2 tip baits last week. First one was a customer unavailable. Second was a shopping order with out of stock items. Wow. Getting compensation when the for the out of stock items. On the Andrew Tate delivery? No, no. Oh, I remember. I had one in my neighborhood right at the end of that video. No, it wasn't that. I'm telling you, Brandon, people really do. I don't know what it is about my communication style. Turns some people off. That's for sure. I think what it is I just haven't relinquished any of my manhood yet, and the culture has forgotten what that looks like. It's because Andrew Tate would have shown them what a top G is. I haven't heard from him in a while. I haven't. I keep reading like conflicting things. I can't tell if he's in jail or not. I've been in like replacement for listening to Andrew Tate. I found this guy. His name is Bedros Keuilian or something like that. Bedros is his first name, and he's on YouTube, and he makes similar type of content. Definitely different, but a little similar type of a conversation. He's a little older. He's a little more calm, relaxed. Plus, I had seen Andrew Tate say something about changing his opinion on the vaccine or something like that. He should have just taken it because he could handle it or something. I can't remember exactly, but I do get the sense with Andrew Tate that there's room for him to be manipulated. He will say something if it benefits him, even if he doesn't believe it. I do think that you can tell real quick when there's a guy who doesn't have a price. There is no price, and he has a price. I feel like of the people that I listen to on the internet, I mean, I can count them on two hands. No more than that. There's not more than that. Of men who are willing to, who don't have a price. I got 15 more minutes. So I'm about to pull up at the restaurant here. 15 more minutes to get this done. I think I can do that. Then we'll be at around $25 for the first hour 15, which is that's right at $20 an hour. So yeah, we're getting back. We're getting back to where we need to be. I'm gonna have to check that link out later, Tony. Let's go. Screen, let's go. The pizza should be ready since it's the second pickup and we had to drive over here. I'd be surprised if it's not ready to go. So just hang tight. I should be in and out. I'm not even going to park correctly because that's how fast I think I'll be back out here.
your drop-off at 1145 Camden Ave. Head to your drop-off at 1145 Camden Ave.
Nugs collab in the works. He did DM me on Instagram. Oh, we're heading back toward. Oh, this is great. We're heading back toward a good spot too. He DM'd me and then I responded and then I haven't heard back since my response. So I think it's been like a week. I think he just wants to give me advice. So I don't think we're gonna collab. He just wants to give me some advice, he said. And I've got an idea for what it's gonna be, but not sure yet. Hey man, you could do a lot better. You'd be at 5,000 subs already if you shut up about politics. Not that Nugs would disagree. I'm not sure. I have no idea. But even people who agree with me tell me to shut up because they have a price. The people who disagree with me tell me to shut up, and the people who agree with me tell me to shut up. What's that tell you? We certainly will do this before noon. So I don't know if Bud Soda's still watching or listening, but we're over $20 an hour now after this delivery, even without an order for the first 20 minutes. And that's taking a $4.75 order also. The good news is I'll have the live stream running long enough that we'll be able to see if I got tip baited or not within the live stream. Because we're going to go for at least one more full hour here. So I'll go ahead and start my other apps back up. That way I can receive offers on the way. Uniparty. That's right. Uniparty, Uniparty, Uniparty. Say it 3 times like it's Beetlejuice. Your videos could use more calls to actions. Brandon, I've thought about that as well. I thought of a funny way of how to do it here and there. I told myself when I started out that I'm not going to do that very much because I don't want my videos to ever feel like they're cheap. You know, you see these YouTubers and they're every freaking video, don't forget to subscribe. And it's like, quit, you know, it can rub me the wrong way after a while. And because, yes, there's this mixed reality of like, I need 1,000 subs or whatever. Right now I need more than that because it's been more than a year anyway. So I haven't even spoken about it on the channel either, but I need like probably 1,100 now, at least 1,050. Because I think YouTube makes you get those 1,000 subscribers in a 365-day span. So I need a little bit over 1,000 to get the monetization, but I just have a hard time of figuring out how to balance promoting that people help me do that and not, because at the end of the day, I'm comfortable. I don't need the audience. I'm going to be out here doing this regardless of how many people are watching. And I'm just not trying to impress anybody. I don't need 1,000 subs to feel like I'm doing the right thing, to feel like I'm doing what I'm called to do. There's some reason that that God doesn't have me there yet. And I'm going to trust it, because if I look at my Civic breaking down on the way to the event in Nashville, where I was going to worship God and meet all these people and find community that I don't feel like I have, and find some of these men that don't have a price, that got taken away from me on the way. But there was a reason, because I got picked up by these nice people, but I asked them about their faith. They didn't have any. Come on, come through. I meant to hit my brights, and I accidentally hit my windshield wipers. And now I don't know how to make them stop. There we go. Anyway, so I had that conversation with the people that picked me up. Didn't have any faith. I'm like, man, there's got to be this has to be the reason that this happened. Nothing miraculous happened or anything. I'm not that, but you plant the seed for people. How about this? A dental office buying pizza and donuts for the staff. Nice. Nice. Oh, their whole name is on the live stream. Oh man, now I kind of hope they tip bait me. That'd make for a funny video. That'd be some bad publicity for Shearer Dental Laboratories. They're not going to tip bait me. You don't get tip baited by a dentist. I'll knock his teeth in. Oh, subs can be over any time frame. Okay, that's nice to know, because I'm at like 5,000 watch hours by now probably. I'm way there. So I just need that 1K. That is good to know. It makes me feel a little better, because I was starting to think I was going to lose my opportunity. I'm going to run out of time. I need to pull over somewhere and just park. How about right here? Oh yeah, there's some shade over here. All right. First order of the day, large order program 1875 Chick-fil-A. What grade does your wife teach? Chris, I'm sorry, I'm just getting to this question. She is a high school teacher. Primarily, it would be underclassmen. She's starting at a new school next year. She's got a new job for the next season. So, to be honest with you, I can't even tell you if the age range that she's working with is changing or not. I can't remember. Insert a call to action in the middle of the video. Yeah, I've got an idea for how I can do that once, but it would only be funny one time. Unless I just did it in every video, and then the joke would be that it's in every video. I don't know. You'll probably see that soon. I can't describe it to you at all, or else somebody will copy me. Fourth grade teacher. That's a good age. I had a my teacher that year was Miss Griffin. Her name was Miss Griffin. Who else remembers their fourth grade teachers' names? You don't have to name them. But that's a year where teachers can start making, well, really from the beginning, kindergarten. I mean, I remember my kindergarten teacher just because I went to church with her all growing up. I think I could actually, I'm only 25 though, so it's not that far away from me. I'd be interested in people, if people in their 30s and 40s could still name all their teachers, because I'm pretty sure I could name to you every single teacher that I had still. Oh yeah, Benj, I'm all the time meeting people out in public and getting them to subscribe. That's much easier. Having my phone stickered on the back, or having my my @ name stickered on the back of my phone is helpful. That way it's like not as weird in conversation. If you're just like, oh yeah, like here it is, like makes people think that it's more legit when I just have it on my phone ready to go like that. Every once in a while, I'll even send a message like in the DoorDash app. If I'm doing one of my travel videos, especially when I was going to Jacksonville or Ohio or whatever, I'll send a message before I deliver. I'm like, hey, I just wanted to give you an additional thank you for your order and your tip, because this is helping me on a YouTube video, and I explain everything. And I'm not sure if DoorDash wants me doing that, wants me recruiting people through the messaging on the app, but I have done that. Blake J, I've also had my fair share of teachers getting caught doing inappropriate things. in middle school. I had a Finocchio grade principal. They had like a school principal, and then for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, they all had their individual principals. And my grade principal was a Finocchio, and he got caught having some material on his computer, on his work computer. That's illegal. I don't know if it involved anybody at the school or not, or if it was just a you know. Benj, I don't think I knew that you were homeschooled. That's cool. I don't think I knew that. Yeah, Bud Soda's right. Local drivers, that's your best opportunity. More than the customers. The customers don't really care. Local drivers, you can definitely get them, especially if you're both, every time for me, if we're both waiting at a restaurant for an order, it's just working in conversation about how I make DoorDash videos. That works really well. I've yet to meet a local dasher that's like, nah, man, I'm not interested. I'm not going to sub to you. They all do it. The QR code's a good idea, Tony. Once again, I do have the sweatshirt that says, subscribe with the Welty subscribe sweatshirt. I had ordered I had someone order the same exact print on the t-shirt version for me, and it never came. And I'm like, what the? Because now it's summer and I'd be wearing it virtually every day. For real. Once I get that shirt, you'll see me wear it in the videos if I can get it. But it's this person on like Etsy or like Pinterest or something like that. Just this entrepreneurial, make your own shirts type of woman, and can't get in touch with her. This would be $9 for 6.3 miles, but it's way up there. No, I can't do it. It's too far up there. Too many. I'd have to return too many of the miles. I need to have Lyft running as well. High school, yeah. My Allison teaches high school in a rough high school. Probably one of the poorest regions of South Carolina, because she drives like 40 minutes to from here to work there. Dasher binge is right around 500. If there's any, we got 10 people watching or something like that right now. I'm pretty sure, Benj, that everybody's going to be subscribed to you already, but I'll still let everybody know. Go subscribe to Benj, Bud Soda, Driven Dad. I think some of my other commenters in here don't make gig content, but many of them do. Let's all subscribe to each other, help each other out. Yeah, parents not wanting to parent is a massive issue. $28.50 on the LOP, and it was supposed to be like 18. That's nice. There we go. We got Benj a sub or two today. That's good. $4.25. No, thank you. What's up, Maverick? Am I doing a collab with Pedro? I'm not sure. I think we're supposed to play basketball or something like that. I think we're supposed to do some sort of one-on-one or king of the court scenario with Trader. I think he wanted to be on it too. I don't know if Pedro wants to work with me or not. I'm willing to, but I mean, there was a time where it looked really promising, and then I think I started talking about some topics that, you know, and it's no shade. He just doesn't want some associations on his channel. He's very we're going to talk about gig work, and we're going to leave it there. But I can be trusted. I don't have to go, you know, I can keep the conversation wherever he wants it on his channel. I just do that on my channel because I'm like, hey, this is my channel. Nobody's going to tell me what to talk about, but I will certainly respect the boundaries of anybody else's channel for sure. And you guys have, I mean, I've already done that. So I've worked with other channels before, and we keep it respectful. I messaged Bentley before and offered him, you know, I told him I'd take him to a Hornets game for free. I don't know if he's ever seen it, you know, seen me offer that to him, but yeah, I mean, I'll definitely hang out with him if I can get in touch with him, or if he cares. Did I watch the last live into the juicy bits? I don't know what you mean by the juicy bits. I hung out. You're talking about Pedro's live stream? I was in there when Pedro started cussing up a storm and talking about how Bud Soda is a liar, basically. I was in there for that last night. But honestly, you know what? I mean, I'm just getting tired of the like doom and gloom topics in the videos by these gig tubers and these live streams where we all want to talk about how, like, I mean, I like Hannibal. I like Uncle Han. I really do. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but the little post today, let me find it. Because he'll do those written statements in the community tab of his page a lot. Is it gone? Did he delete it? No way. How about a 277 lift while we're at it? No, thank you. Did Hannibal delete the post? Because I called him out on it. No, here it is. This little post right here about how, you know, it's a long post about how people need to have a backup plan, and gig work full-time isn't going to be something that exists years from now. And I'm just like, but it works for him. I'm watching Pedro's sub count. I'm watching Hannibal's sub count going up, and I'm like, it's like people watching CNN on TV. It's like you just want to watch the most dramatic doom and gloom thing that you can find on TV or on YouTube. I'm not about that. That's easy. Anybody could do it. I promise you I could make a series of videos and be at 5,000 subs real quick. Real quick. If I just did what everybody else was doing. I refuse to do that. To me, that's just not. I just have no interest in that. This one's good enough. 602, 3 miles. Keeps us around the same general area. Grubhub offer. Remember, we were doing all, like last week, it was like all DoorDash each shift. Today we had an Uber Eats. Today, now we have a Grubhub. So that's what it's more like on a typical day for me. Last week was an outlier where DoorDash was all of the work. Dasher Bench, people always tell me to go on Pedro's live streams. I've said it and I'll say it again. I'm by invite only. I'm not going to hop up in there when there's 10 other people speaking. I headline. I'm a headliner. And that's not at anybody else either. That's just my thing. Once you give always cherry pick, now this is months ago or a year ago or more or whatever. Once you give that guy or girl, I'm not sure, the platform to have an hour interview or whatever that was, uninterrupted, if you're going to give that to always cherry pick, then you're going to give it to me. And I will hop on panels after that. I would do that. But my debut on a Pedro live stream is going to be one-on-one, or it won't happen. Like I did with Bobby from Southern Gig or Bobby's Gator Deliveries or whatever the channel's called now. He gave me that one-on-one. Now I've just gone off on a rant and now I'm behind on a lot of your comments, so I'll catch up. Benj, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic about Bentley or not. I can't tell if that's sarcasm. Bud Soda, you're talking about Pedro looking at his analytics. Yeah, I don't have any insider information. I have no idea. But, man, maybe that's just the theme of this live stream here today. Men have a price. Most men have a price. And, yeah, I mean, if you just want to be the talking about promoting fear like CNN does in the GigTube space, I'm going to quickly lose interest. It's easy, it's cheap, it's not creative. Find me another person in the GigTube space since I posted my first video. Obviously, I'm more new to it. But since I've been in the game, what you see happening is I start conversations. That's happened. Go back to the whole Blake Moore exposed. When everybody turned on Blake Moore, who posted the first video? Who posted the first video on that? I start conversations that need to happen. I've got a level of creativity that you don't see from anybody else. With a few exceptions. There are a few people that I look out here and I'm like, they're actually putting something into the space that's worthwhile. But even with that being said, I still think I'm at the top. I'm the Michael Jordan. Obviously, I'm being a little bit funny when I talk this way, but in general, I really believe what I'm saying. There are lots of people out here putting out good content, but also and you know if you're in here and you're one of the people that I respect, but that's I'm just telling you right now, that's a moving target. If you ever fall for the same thing and you want that bag and you start cheapening your content, I'll call you out on it real quick. That's a what have you done for me lately type of conversation. You don't just get to put out content for a couple months and have it be new and refreshing and impressive, and you can't just buy yourself the ability to start putting out trash content later. You got to stay right. I'll catch up on the comments while we sit here outside of the restaurant. No, Benj, when he opens up the StreamYard link, that is not an invite to me. Tony's correct. Gig economy it's in the infancy. It's in the infancy. It's going to get to the point where virtually everybody in some fashion is a gig worker to some extent. It's not going to be, everybody's not going to be in the same situation that we're in, where we're on these 15 and 20 minute assignments. But work is going to go to a place where people sign up. It'll be some sort of online interface, some sort of app maybe, where you agree to a job, and it might be like a few month contract even. So think of a DoorDash, except it's a DoorDash that would take you weeks or months to deliver. And work is gonna go in that form while we're still on this earth. It'll be our time. We'll see it happen that way. There's gonna be a lot less salaried positions where you're just supposed to assume that you have a job until retirement. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be, hey, we need this done. Can you do it? And can you commit for 6 months or 8 months or whatever to get it done? That's how work is going to look. Tony says, I wasn't following Blake, but I'm pretty sure you did. Yes, I 100% did, Tony. MJ is the GOAT in your opinion? We can talk basketball when I come back in, because I'm so excited for this Steph versus LeBron series we're about to get. I really think if you look at these two dudes' careers at this point, they're actually really, really close. And no, you can't call yourself the all-time GOAT if you struggle to even have the proof that you were the best player of this generation. I mean, if Steph Curry comes up, does what he did, he puts a 50 piece in game 7. I'll just talk about it right now. That way we get it out of the way. If he puts up a 50 piece in a game 7, comes through round 2, beats LeBron, comes through and wins this championship for a back-to-back after KD left, we're going to have the conversation that LeBron wasn't even the best player of his own time. And I'm somebody who has previously said that LeBron's probably the greatest player of all time, but Curry's on such a tear. But that just tells you what I think about Curry, because I'm not thinking any less of LeBron. I just think that Curry and LeBron are probably both right now top 5 players of all time. Let me go pick up this food. I'll keep catching up on your comments, I promise. Yeah, and see, I'm reading y'all's comments. I actually agree with Pedro to some extent. Maverick, I'm glad you like Red's new channel, or Red's channel, or whatever. I'm not gonna give it any time, but I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Pedro, to some extent, and again, I wasn't around for a lot of the conversation in his live last night. I've been kind of out on it mostly, but from what I did swing in and hear, his general thesis is correct, that you can't just think gig work is gonna make you a millionaire if that's what you're trying to do. But see, what a lot of the other people on that panel last night don't understand is that creating a personal brand on the internet is Pedro's real job. He's not been a full-time gig tuber for a long time, or he's not been a full-time gig worker for a long time. But he likes to play it like he is, and then make statements about how gig work's on the way out and what are you going to do to survive it and all this to get people to watch. I'm somebody who said that I'll be doing gig work for a long time. A long time. I'll do gig work into my retirement just because it's easy and I don't mind it. That doesn't mean it's going to be my number one income source. I mean, you're crazy. If you look at what I'm doing and you think that I think that gig work is going to be my number one income source, my bet on myself is the YouTube channel, is having an audience on the internet. I mean, if I always hover under 1,000 subscribers and I never make a single dollar from it, that's a failure. That part is true. As far as career goes, there's still value to it in terms of my historical footprint. I think there's people who will watch me after I'm gone. Also, there's, I think that I'll probably do some sort of local politics later in my life. I'm young to be starting that right now, but no, I'd be lying to you if I didn't include the fact that, hey, part of what I'm trying to do is have an audience, or at least, even if I don't have the audience, have a catalog of content that I can show people, hey, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, and it's been documented, and I'm not faking it like these other politicians. It's going to get to the point where if you want to have any success in the political realm, you're going to have an internet presence, some sort of vlog type of people got to know who you are. You can't just hide in a basement and keep winning the presidency. And I'm not trying to be president. But I probably will have some sort of impact, at least locally, in the political space someday. there's going to be a time when, well, first of all, like career politicians are out of they're heading out anyway. That's not going to remain a thing forever. There's going to be a time when people are winning the presidency because of their, and that's, that's going to be the real impact of Donald Trump. Forget all the bull crap about whether you like him or not. 100 years from now, the real impact is going to be people are going to point to him and say that was the complete start of a turnaround. Even though you still had career politicians, like it wasn't just an instant game over for the career politicians, because Biden can still pull out an election win here or there or whatever. But it's going to get to the point where people who want to be somebody like a Casey Neistat or a Gary Vaynerchuk, who have these internet personas and a lot of their life is on the internet, and people find that they can trust them because of that. That's who you're going to start to see winning presidencies. Yeah, but so I was there when you were talking about the $600 in a day. I was there for that part. I had no idea that it was working that well for you, Tony. That's awesome. I have tried to get an Amazon affiliates account off the ground. I'll make a video about this. I have tried 3 or 4 times. And there's always something that I do wrong, and I got to start over and do it again. Now, I'm not having trouble making the account. I'm having trouble getting approved or whatever. I'll get my, like, you know, I'll drive the sales necessary in the first 90 days, and then they do their little process, and I always mess one thing up, and then they have no wiggle room. I try and, like, appeal it or whatever, or explain why something was the way it was, and they don't care. You just have to start over. And I've gotten really irritated with it. I will try again. I'll get it right, because I know that it's really important in the long run for what I'm trying to do. I know that, so I'll get it. But it's been way more difficult than it needs to be. Like, the first time, it was because my YouTube was below 500 subs. Even though I drove the sales, they were like, well, you don't have 500, so forget about it. Try it again under a different email. This time it was, well, we couldn't find the link on your videos, which was true, because I didn't put the link in a video. I just simply used word of mouth to drive my sales that time, and that was a mistake. This time, I don't even know what the issue is this time. I haven't looked at it in a minute. I own an Instagram page that has over like 70,000 something subscribers too. And I was like trying to get them to approve me on that basis. It's an Instagram page about like German Shepherd puppies. And I was thinking, you know, I could sell all kinds of like pet products on here. I could make my own like original ads using some products with my dogs that are German Shepherds, and promote stuff. And it could be the content. Some of it's controversial. Maybe. There's nothing controversial on that German Shepherd Instagram page. We're coming up here in the next 15 to 20 minutes on figuring out if I was tip baited on Uber or not. Acceptance rate is around 12%. It usually hangs around the teens. Sometimes dips below 10%. I mean, I get a bunch of orders like this, $350. I'm not taking that. So, but my acceptance rate is lower than it probably should be, just because there's a lot of times where I will turn DoorDash on just off the chance that I get a DoorDash that works out perfectly for what I'm trying to do anyway. If I'm going somewhere, then I can't just take. See, we'll take this one. I'll take a 5 1/4 for 1.5 miles. Takes me to a good spot too. But I'll accept otherwise good orders that like on an actual shift, or excuse me, I'll decline orders that are good that on a normal day I would accept if they're not heading in the right direction or something like that, if I'm going somewhere. So my acceptance rate is lower than, you know, what it should be in reality. Probably should be around like 20%. If I'm giving DoorDash its full credit, my acceptance rate would probably be around 20%. But I don't really care. I've never cared about my acceptance rate. So I have been at 0% before, or 1%. That has happened a couple times. When I'm really picky or I'm not in large order program now. DoorDash is king in my market. It would go DoorDash, and then Uber Eats is bigger than Grubhub is for me. I'll be right back. It's really windy here today. Maverick, Errand Boy is a song that I put out yesterday. I've made a couple songs on my channel. I've made a song, I made a parody song for the Driven Dad and the Driven Mom called Tony Lisa. Then I made a song called Putting in This Gig Work that did really well on YouTube. For my standards, did really well. And yesterday I put out a song called Errand Boy, and I've got another song in the works right now that will probably do better than all of them combined. The song that I'm working on next is it's really just to be funny. Errand Boy, I actually tried to I was trying to actually make a rap song that I thought was sort of decent. But for the most part, like Putting in This Gig Work or my next song that I'm putting out, it's kind of just to be funny. I guess it's all right. Like Putting in This Gig Work was not bad, in my opinion. But Errand Boy was my attempt at making something that people might actually listen to. I'm not on Spotify, but if things work out for me, then I will be one day. I can't even tell y'all the name of my next song because it would blow it. It would blow it. Somebody would come through and copy it real quick. But yeah, I wish I could tell y'all about it. I got the beat down and everything. The beat's done, picked out and all that. It's gonna do really well on YouTube. It's gonna be very funny. I haven't even written all the lines for that song yet, but I've got the general sound for it in my head. Oh man, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have waited. And it also the next song might not be a total rap. There will definitely be rap in it, but the hook of it, I might actually sing it. Haven't decided yet.
The customer requested you hand them the order. Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
How you doing? Good. It's 12:47. We're gonna find out soon if I got tip baited. I guess I can start thinking about taking an order that takes me back home and ends the shift. Oh man, I just got a text from Allison with really good news. I think she might be paid more next year than we had previously thought. That's good. Anyway, I might start looking for orders that take me back home. That way we can close this shift out. I never ate my burger. Gonna have to reheat it when I get home. Who's the hater? You calling me the hater, Maverick? I'm sitting in the shade right now. I've lived in South Carolina my whole life, but I'm much more comfortable in the cool. To me, like the ideal temperature would be like 55 maybe. Hoodie weather, man. But here, I mean, it's already, what is it right now? It's 63. It's 63. This summer it's gonna be in the 90s virtually every day. It's gonna go over 100 a couple times. It's 63. I'm already hot. I'm telling you. That's another good thing I'm glad about buying this car, because it'll keep me cool. It's gonna be day after day after day after day of 95 degrees coming up here real soon, and yeah, I'm much more comfortable in the winter for sure. You would think I'd be used to the summer here by now, but I'm not. Maverick didn't like the line in Errand Boy about red. You didn't like my diss line? I thought it was clever. I liked it. $55 with or without humidity? I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know if I know what 55 without humidity feels like. Today it's 63. %41 humidity with 16-mile-an-hour winds. It's very windy here today. This is bizarre. $6 for a mile. It's 2 orders though, but it looks like to the same house. So we're gonna do this. It doesn't take me towards my house though. It kind of takes me in the opposite direction. It shows you are hating. People who hate are jealous. Just do you, bro. She'll probably find it funny and play it on her stream, but for real, it's not a good look for you. Do you know I'm not sure if you're new to the channel here or not, man. Let me just say, I can tell you with 100% clarity and legitimacy that I have absolutely zero jealousy toward Red. I can guarantee you that. I'm not sure if a rover dog can consent to be on YouTube. I have wondered about that. Like, I've shown some dogs and talked about their names or whatever. I'm like, what happens if the pet owner client sees it and is not happy with that? Then what? But I don't think you can tell someone not to do that, though. And I've never put something on YouTube about the dogs that don't put them in a good light. I don't show them misbehaving or anything like that. I just talk about how cute they are. I hope nobody has a problem with that. Brandon, are you asking for a friend? Or did something happen? Is there something you need to tell us, man? Oh, we didn't get tip baited. Oh, man. I got good news for you on that Uber order when we recap. Stick around to the end to see how much we got paid for that. We got the opposite of tip baited. Tip went up. Fully erect tip. This is a really beautiful day, actually. When Allison comes home, we're going to take the dogs on a walk somewhere real nice. Because we kind of fell out of the routine of doing that. Because we had so many rover dogs back to back to back to back, and it was just a lot. And we didn't want to.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door. Please get honey mustard for both.
Oh, see, I hate when they put that, like, a honey mustard note like that. Damn it, dude. It's like I usually don't look at that until the end. I need to. Dang.
Please get honey mustard for both.
What can you do? Yeah, I agree, Benj. I agree. I mean, I definitely could have looked at that note before we left and gotten those honey mustards, but I just forget sometimes to do that. From the customer perspective, I think that they don't understand that we're not seeing that until after we've made the pickup. So we would have to be looking for that note while we're still at the restaurant. Go back and get them. That was a 2 orders right there. It was the same customer, but it was 2 orders, and it was $6. So that tells you about the tip situation. I'm not going back. You don't confirm pickup until you get to your car? I haven't ordered DoorDash as a customer enough to know. Can they not put a note that their restaurant would see exactly like that? Like their assumption that it's the DoorDasher's responsibility to put honey mustards in the bag and not the restaurant. I have a hard time understanding that. I agree. If I get a text, then I'm more likely to see it. And I've had customers text before pickup a special instruction like that. Before I've even arrived at the restaurant, once I've accepted the order, then they send me a note while I'm on the way. I'm totally cool with that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive back home. If we get another order before then, that's good. We'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just go home and then recap the shift with you all. But if I can catch an order on the way back, that'd be great. I would do another one for sure. What's up, Lone Wolf? How far do I live from the restaurant zones? Well, here's a hot spot right here, and I live on the edge of it. Like part of this red zone right here includes my neighborhood. So like I can sit in my living room and get orders all day. Lone Wolf, I hope you have a good shift today. I'm about to call my shift quits here in a minute, but I'll certainly be working more tonight. What I do with my laptop in here is I live stream during the lunch shift, and then at night during dinner shift I go out and I use the laptop and I watch the NBA playoff games as I work on the laptop instead of live streaming with it. And there's 2 games tonight, so I can probably go for at least 6 hours tonight working, getting my money up, since I'm going to be busy this weekend again. I've got to front load it again where I make a lot of my money. I got to make a lot of my money Monday through Wednesday again. Somebody invited me to hang out tonight, and I had to tell them no. there's probably at least 15 restaurants that are DoorDash eligible that are within a mile of my house. So it's really convenient. There's literally 2 McDonald's within a mile of my house, probably. Definitely within 2 miles of my house. So like a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Krispy Kreme, Pulp, Hooters, Empire Pizza, a couple Chinese places, Sonic, a Mexican spot, two Mexican spots. There's a Walgreens and a Dollar General within a mile for some shop and pay stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to accept this order right here, $8 for 4 miles. No, I'm not. It went away. Shit. Whatever. That would have worked out really well, but I can find another one later. I'm going to call the shift quits here because I'm pulling up to my house. So I'm going to go take care of my dogs real quick. But I wish I could have accepted that order because that was right by my gym. So I'm going to find another order like that and go to the gym. I got to work on the Taylor Swift video this afternoon, at least some. Certainly won't be able to finish it. And then this evening, I'll get back out here and make some more money. Yeah, Nuggets tonight. That's I think that's the second game tonight. So I'm definitely rooting for the Nuggets because I just despise Kevin Durant. So got to root for the Nuggets. We made $12 on DoorDash. Okay. We made, what was it, like $6? $6.02 on Grubhub. So that's $18.02. And we end up making, wow, my Uber app is like not working. Oh man, I need the app to work. Here we go. We end up making $25.47 on that one Uber because for some reason they gave me $2 incentive right there. So the order ended up being $23.47 plus the $2. So if we add $25.47, then I made a little over $40, $43.49, and that was an hour. No, that was 2.5 hours, was it? Oh man, that was 2.5 hours. So we made like $17.40 an hour, but if you were here for the very beginning, I didn't get my first order until like 30 minutes into the shift. So not a great shift there, but you can deal with it. I'll put in a lot of time tonight. Oh yeah, I can wait at home until I get an order. Like I said, I'll wait until I get one that takes me to the gym. That Uber order, I wish I would have accepted it faster because that was perfect. But I'm sure I can get another one very similar to that before I leave. Yeah, Lone Wolf. I was getting orders, they just weren't. Most of them weren't very good. I do. I don't know. I don't think Uber has approved me for rideshare yet. That's another thing I'll do this afternoon. I'll call him. As soon as I get off this live stream, I'll call him. So that's not bad. I mean, I can make over $100 tonight easily. I can probably get around 150 earned for the day. If I take an order to and from the gym, that'd be another at least $10 at least. Make 100 tonight. That'd put me around 160 for the day. Some of these Lyft offers are just terrible. No live tonight. I'll be live again 10:45 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, for my lunch shift. Do you even lift, bro? I'm gonna sit here live with y'all until I get the I can show you the order that I'm gonna take to the gym. It's not, I probably won't get one as good as that $8 one. That's a shame that I missed it. I would have liked that. Yeah, you can let Red know if you want to. It's all good. I'm definitely the wrong guy to mess with. I hope that at some point that's understood. Cause you know, I don't forget stuff. Oh man, I need to reheat my burger too. It is annoying when DoorDash sends you a message like you missed a delivery opportunity. And it's like, no, I didn't. You missed the opportunity to notify me about it. All right, my friends, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna go take care of my dogs, heat this burger, eat it while I wait for an order. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do it again Wednesday and Thursday. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. If you haven't heard Errand Boy, go check it out. Worked hard on it. I hope you have a good shift. Each of you that are about to go out. We'll talk tomorrow. Have a good one, my friends.